What do Baldur's Gate 3, Pokemon, believe it or not, Witcher 2, 3, and even the new Witcher 1 remake all have in common with the upcoming RPG, the Thaumturge?
I'm a Thaumturge, and staring into the depths of the human soul is my craft. As classy as that sounds, there are times where I have to get my hands dirty.
Hey, Suski!
Fool's Theory, the developer of the Thaumturge, has a hand in all of them. Okay, well, not necessarily Pokemon, but we'll get to that here in just a moment. Fool's Theory is developing the Thaumturge, which will be releasing on March 4th, or may have already released depending on when you see this video. Fool's Theory was a support studio for Baldur's Gate 3, and the head of the studio is the former quest designer for Witcher 2 and The Witcher 3. They're currently making the Witcher 1 remake for CD Projekt Red, with, of course, CD Projekt Red overseeing the project. The biggest headline you may have heard of recently about the Thaumturge isn't about its interesting setting, its intriguing combat, or its deep RPG roots. It's probably the announcement that they bumped their release date to March 4th because February was just so damn crowded. And it seems like that was a good thing too, because we had multiple hits in February, multiple games from everything from Helldivers to Last Epoch to Nightingale. It was a very busy month. Now the only RPG that they have to worry about in March that'll be releasing is
Thy soul. These are all the means thou hast to carve thy path anew.
shit. Dragon's Dogma 2. But hey, I mean, that's like the end of March, so at least there's a little bit of time for the Thaumturge to get its feet. But what is the Thaumturge? Well, the Steam page tags damn near describe a fever dream that sounds right up my alley. RPG, choices matter, story rich, dark fantasy, demons, detective. It goes on to describe it in more detail. The Thaumturge is an isometric story-rich RPG with a unique take on turn-based combat, character development features, and investigation mechanics, facing you with morally ambiguous choices set in a world teeming with mysterious powers and strange ethereal beings called polluters. The game will take place in Warsaw in 1905. Turn-based combat, morally ambiguous choices, story-rich, mysterious powers, and throw in a little bit of Pokemon because you can capture the Saluters. Well, damn, this sounds like a fun game to me. Windows Central reported that playtesters at Gamescom referred to this game as a gothic, twisted version of Pokemon. And, well, one look at these Saluters and it kind of makes sense. Capturing them and having them on your side sounds like an addicting amount of fun, as long as there is a decent amount of variety. Though I don't think I've ever seen a Pikachu do this. The game promises a dark and gritty world based in real history with real historical figures, but turned on its side with the supernatural take that has me eager to get my hands on it. If the game can live up to its billing as a deep narrative story with branching lore, difficult choices that cause significant consequences, and still manage to pull off the engaging turn-based combat mingling with the creepiest Pokemon you've ever seen, well, count me in. If nothing else, we'll get an idea of the RPG chops of the studio working on one of the most highly anticipated RPGs in the next few years, The Witcher 1 Remake. Both the Thaumturge and The Witcher 1 Remake have been built or are going to be built in Unreal Engine 5, so there's at least some similarity there. But I'm sure we still have a long way to go before we get the remake, because that's something that CD Projekt warned us about when they announced it back in 2022. And one final note, if you don't want to buy it on Steam when it releases, you want to wait and see what the game is like, you might actually be able to test it out on Game Pass. It has not been confirmed yet, but their publisher, 11-Bit Studios, has already made a deal with Microsoft to bring more of their games to Game Pass, including the hotly anticipated Frostpunk 2. So there's at least a high likelihood. We'll just have to see if it actually comes through. One way or another, I'll be checking this game out because I am thoroughly intrigued, and I'm looking for something to fill that spot in between my Baldur's Gate 3 playthroughs. In the meantime, if you're looking for something a little bit different than just like this happy gaming news, I actually went on a freaking rant recently about how the game industry is kind of fucked up. and why game studios that don't have investors are a good thing. Because while Embracer may care about investors, I fucking don't. You can see that right there. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Edward Flynn, and I hope you have a wonderful day.